Welcome back to Kevin Toll Reads. I hope you're doing well. This is my weekly wrap-up for this past week. Little fun fact, I was on a live meeting with some guys last night, and they were a little shocked that I'm 6'5". And so, fun fact, I'm 6'5". Let's talk about the books I read last week. So I had a great reading week last week. I read a ton, now that I think about it. So let's start off. I read 3 books last week and reviewed all 3 of them. I read Michael Connelly, The Black Echo. I finished it in the beginning of real early in the week as I started over the weekend, and wow, 5-star. This is so good. Highly recommend. Most of you are probably like, yeah, I read that a long time ago, buddy. I also read the 4th book in the Eva Tanner series by Lawrence Block, The Scoreless Tie. I gave this a 4.2, enjoyed it. And I read book number 28 in the Jack Reacher series, The Secret. I gave it a 4.4 by Lee and Andrew Child. Really enjoyed it as well. I've got one more Reacher book and I am completely caught up. This is going to be a longer video, so you might want to stop now and speed up the playback. Just a thought. Also, made some headway on Lonesome Dove, read about 150 pages yesterday. Still have a little bit to go. Our live stream, our first live stream of Lonesome Dove is coming this Saturday. I'll talk about that in a little bit. I also read The Hyborian Age in this omnibus collection of The Coming of Conan, the Cimmerian. Hyborian Age is kind of like Silmarillion for Lord of the Rings and Tolkien in Middle-earth, and I'm going to have a review of that later this week. That completes this omnibus collection, so I'm ready to move on to the next one. I also read 2 short stories in the horror genre. I read Rats in the Walls by H.P. Lovecraft. I rated it a 4.2 out of 5, and I read The Captain of the Pole Star by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle and his collection, The Horror in Heights and Other Stories. I gave it a 3.8 out of 5. And so, in totality, my average score was a 4.3, so it was a great reading week. 2 great short stories, 3 books, and I made headway on Lonesome Dove. It's been busy. I've been really busy. So, let's talk about videos last week. I had 11 videos last week. I helped with 3 book reviews. I did a From the Shelves, 2 book tags, my year in review, my goals and priority for this coming year, and I did a TBR in my Saturday Shorts. So it was a busy week in terms of videos. Let's talk about new subscribers, comments, who's all been active in the community, especially on my YouTube page. And I try to list everyone that comments. And so hopefully I've got everyone captured here, but let's run through this. Bing Lamb, Daisy May, Rob Ritz 1, Fainer 27, which is Dawn, CG Rated Books, Brian M.R. Pronic 1, Book Buds, Rowdy Player 1, Novel Insights, Another Bibliophile Reads, Twice Born by Grace, Eric Wag, Robert G. Reader of Books, Little Big Library, Bailey Books and Sport, Nicole's Bookish Nook, Yuckers, Sue Jackson, Patty Page, Amy Harberton Pages, Books Off the Beaten Path, Some Other Character, Book Chat with Pat, Really Random Reads, Paper Pages Possibilities, Jim's Books Reading and Stuff, I already said Book Buds, you're on there twice, Joe and Mary, congratulations. Faceless, Colonel Mustard in the Library, Trav's Bookshelf, Treff 1N, Xanadu Castle, Already Overbooked, Just Dawn 6288, Ted Read Instead, Adventures in Literature, Rainer Reads, Book Ramble. It's Rainer Reads stuff. Sorry, Rainer Reads. Stephen Everett 7, Secret Fire Books, My Dad, Miss Just Watching, Books I'm Not Reading, Elder Talk, Kelly Loves Books and Movies, Outer World Media, The Book Graveyard, Lynn's 12, Jelena 3302, Odd Audio Online, Read Journal Love. I believe I said Rob Ritz 1 already. Yeah, see, I stink at keeping track of all these. Odd Audio Online, which I think I already said 2, but Odd Audio Online, Read Journal Love, did I already say? I think I already said that one too. Rob, you're on there like 3 times. Rob Ritz 1. Oh, it's such a train wreck. James Holder 13, Vin's Corner, My Mom, and J Meehan75. So thank you all. It's been a great week. Lots of comments, lots of people, new subscribers. It's been a really good week. In terms of comment of the week, I have two again this week. Both are in response to the book tag I did called the Beefcake Challenge book tag. And I have two, and I will post them up on here. The first one is from Eric Wag, in his response to my Beefcake book tag. I thought it was really good one. And then James at Little Big Library, I really like this one as he signed it, Little Beefcake. I thought that was pretty funny. So, moving on, this is normally where I talk about, or I showcase, so I've been showcasing self-published indie authors, and I thought I would switch it up and do something a little different. So today, I'm going to do kind of a little Booktuber Spotlight. And so first off, I'm going to talk about a little bit about each of these channels and kind of give you some insight. Hopefully you're subscribed to these. If not, this will give you some insight of who else to kind of look to subscribe to and check out their content. Faceless Book Reviews, Jay, my nemesis. He has some of the best landscapes in his videos. Definitely has an interesting take because he's 99.9% you never see his face, which is a good thing. But definitely should check out his videos. Odd Audio Online, a younger kid that is doing some great stuff, reading some great books, just pretty unapologetic and does what he wants. And I think it's a great channel. Should definitely check out Audie. Already Overbooked. Josh Already Overbooked. Fantastic channel. High quality videos. Very insightful. Does a great job. You should definitely check out his channel. Josh and I are going to be doing a buddy read soon. BioPhoenix at Xanadu Castle. He is, again, another younger booktuber, just getting kind of his feet under him, so to speak, but does a really good job. I think he's kind of natural when he's in front of the camera speaking, and you should definitely check out his channel. He does a really good job with his videos, kind of funny. Yeah, I enjoy it. And then we have Adventures in Literature, which is Brian. Brian and in his two birds, Buzz and Casper, becoming regulars on his videos. Brian's just a really down-to-earth, nice guy, likes to read books, talk about them. The Casper and Buzz are always in the video. It's just great. And then last but certainly not least, I wanted to showcase this week was Ted Red instead. Ted is a former educator who's now retired and enjoys doing booktube. He's one that takes to heart when I do videos about, hey, you should check out these channels. I've seen many times where I go into one of the channels I've subscribed to and recommended to you all, and Ted's in there, hey, I came because of Kevin. And he definitely is one of those booktubers that really wants to do a good job and get his message out there, and I genuinely cares about the community. I've been trading emails with Ted, and we actually had a phone call this week, and we're talking just kind of shop, and Ted's a really nice guy. You should definitely check out his channel. And so, in terms of what am I reading this week? Well, I'm going to be forging ahead with Lonesome Dove. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that here in a minute, but this is a big book, and we've got a schedule lined out. I'm also going to be reading a Conan novel in this collection, The Bloody Crown of Conan. I'm reading Conan the Conqueror. And then we have our wagon train. We're in January, so we got 2 Sackett series books to read, so I need to get started on Lando. I will tell you right now, I cannot believe yesterday I was trading text messages with Faceless, and he was telling me he was already done with Lando. And I was shocked because I'm usually way ahead of him. So yeah, I got my work cut out for me. And so that's what I'm going to be reading this week. That's, I could throw in something else if I get further along, but it's also going to be a crazy week, so we'll see. In terms of upcoming videos, I've got a lot planned this week. I've got a From the Shelves video tomorrow. I've got 2 book tags for Tuesday, which is, yeah. I've got another Let Me Know coming. I've got a What Are You Reading? I've got a Conan about the Hyborian Age coming. And I've got another video of Why You Should Read. I'm going to do Why You Should Read Ken Liu, so be on the lookout for that. and some Saturday shorts. And lo and behold, I've been teasing you all video, but we are going to be talking Lonesome Dove. Our first live stream is this coming Saturday. We're going to have some posts about that later this week, so be on the lookout. Rowdy Player One, Trav's Bookshelf, some other character, and myself are all going to be discussing the first 25 chapters, part 1 of Lonesome Dove. And so you definitely want to check that out. Again, I'll be posting information about that, so you can check it out. The thumbnail, quite creative. But you definitely want to check this out. 4 guys, it'll be something else to behold, I'm sure. And then lastly, I wanted to do some kind of monthly stats, and I wanted to add that instead of doing like a monthly recap video, I wanted to just kind of add it to my weekly wrap up during that time. And so obviously we completed December this previous week. So I wanted to give you some brief stats. I did 43 videos in December, 6 shorts. I had 11 posts. I had over 1,000 likes, which I thought was really interesting. Over 550 comments. I read 5 books in December, way down for me, but I also read some huge books. I finished the year at 159 books, which is pretty high. Not as high as the year previously, but I'm hoping in 2025 it's probably closer to 100. I think that's more manageable. In terms of top books, The Black Echo, 5-star. My second 5-star on the channel was my top book. In second place, as a tie, I had book 3 of the Dandelion Dynasty, The Veiled Throne by Ken Liu, and Catcher in the Rye. Those were my second and third place books for that month. And then in terms of short stories for December, Down in the Darkness by Dean Koontz was a 4.8. Pork Pie Hat by Peter Straub was a 4.4. And Game Over from the Charles Arty collection, Death Comes Too Late and Hard Case Crime, was a 4.2. And that is my monthly stats. And hopefully this kind of works well in the weekly wrap up. Again, this is a longer video, but I hope you enjoy this. And I will talk to you all this week for sure. Lots of videos coming. So hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll talk to you on the next one. Thanks.